Hi everyone, this is Gail Foster from Century 21 South Coast. Welcome to my webinar on 5 easy ways to make more money when you sell your home. Now, why did I make this webinar? I qualified as a real estate agent way back in 1999. I've successfully sold millions of dollars worth of property over the years, and I've renovated and sold several of my own properties for profit. But I noticed others making classic mistakes and wasting money when selling their properties. So here I am, ready to share my years of experience and knowledge with you. This webinar is for you if you want to know what the buyers really want, if you want maximum impact for minimum outlay, if you're selling for the first time, if you've tried renovating for profit before, if you've lost money when you sold your house. This is one of my happy customers. I worked with him in 2015 to sell his home. You can see in bold that he says I gave him invaluable advice and I told him what he needed to do and what he didn't need to do in the selling process. He was reviewing 3 offers in the first few days on market, and we sold that property at a higher price than any of us were expecting because we created great competition and great interest in that property. So Judd recommends that you take my advice on recommendations on how to sell your home. Here's my favorite 5. Number 1, appeal to the buyer. Number 2, declutter. You would have heard that 1,000 times. Number 3, repairs and renovations. How far do you go? Where do you spend the money? Number 4, styling. This is the furniture package I was speaking about. Number 5, advertising. Very, very important aspect of selling your home. First impressions count, as we all know. Have a look at the photograph on the left. Lovely little cottage, but the paint colors are tired. If you look closely, you can actually see some peeling paint. It all needs a bit of a spruce up. The garden needs tidying up. Otherwise, it just looks old and unloved. Before it went on the market, the owners chose some beautiful modern colors, which still were sympathetic towards the style of the cottage. They've tidied up the front garden, put in some paving and tidied up the shrubs, and it looks $1 million. I've been in open inspections where I've seen prospective buyers drive up to the front of the home, have a look at the front of the house, and then just drive away because the street appeal was not enough to make them want to come inside and see what the rest of the house was like. We don't want that to happen. I can't sell your home unless the buyers come in and have a look at it. Inside the home, painting, very, very easy to do, very inexpensive, and it makes a huge impact for that minimum expense. Have a look at the 1970s home there with the imitation wood paneling. A simple coat of paint, ceiling and walls, and a nice neutral floor gives a good, comfortable, modern background for the furnishings, and that's where you can make your colors really pop in the furnishings and give a nice, simple, relaxing background to style everything against. Decluttering, have a look at those 2 cupboards there. The top one, as you can see, someone's left all their personal bits and pieces on the top of the cupboard. Not only does it look untidy, but people don't want to see how you live in your home. They want to imagine how they're going to live in your home. So get all your bits and pieces. If you want them, pack them. If you don't want them, donate them or throw them in the bin. This is about the furniture package. Now I've got so many examples that I could show you about this one of how furniture really does turn a house into a home. It gives it a soul. So this house was empty. We were trying to sell it at the price that the vendor wanted, which was around $345. Unfortunately, the offers I was getting with the house was empty were around the 300 mark. Finally, after several weeks on the market, the owner took my advice and we got a simple furniture package in. It cost him about $2,500. I then sold the property for $335,000. So there's a $35,000 increase by only spending $2,500 in the right way. So the money wasn't wasted, it reaped rewards. Marketing, advertising. One of the first things you need to do is get professional photography. Have a look at the photo on the left. It's a lovely room, but just by taking the picture with a normal flash camera, it doesn't light the room properly. There are too many dark corners. You can't see the garden outside. The light from the window is flaring. If you get a professional to do the job for you, look at the difference on that photograph on the right. You can see the garden, so you get a bit of a feel for the ambience of the home. The whole room is beautifully lit. Everything's rich in color, and it just looks fantastic. So let's recap. Number one, know your buyer and what they really want. So your agent should be able to advise you on who is the right buyer for your home, and then you have to give that buyer what they want. That's what they'll pay you for. Number two, remember you're not selling your house to yourself. All your little idiosyncrasies might be really appealing to you, but they don't matter to anyone else. Give them more of a blank canvas, more of a simple, relaxing, easy feel to the home so that they can imagine what they would like to do with it. Number three, know where to spend the money and know where not to spend it. Your agent should be able to advise you on that so that you're not wasting money on something that won't make you money. Number four, presentation. Your home must be dressed for success. A buyer wants to see that you've made the effort to really attract them to your home and to give them what they want. They want to feel positive when they walk into the place. Number five, promotion. Don't skimp on your marketing. Spend money where it needs to be spent so that your house is properly promoted to the market. We want it where the buyers will see it and where they will be impressed by it. Bonus point number six, position. Now your house may be near a railway line, which could be considered a bit of a detractor to most people, but there are buyers who want to be close to public transport. It may be a family that only has one car and they need to use public transport. It may be an older person who likes to be able to walk to a train station, for example. So sell the benefits of everything about your property, and here is where you need to know who the right buyer is. So it's no point promoting something to the wrong part of the market because they're not going to be interested. Know your buyer, know what they want, and sell them the benefits. So when you leave this webinar, I hope you've got some helpful information from me. But if you haven't sold for profit before, it can still be a little bit overwhelming, right? So what can you do about that? Is it okay if I show you now the fast and easy way to make all this happen for you? Simply tap into my experience and my expertise. I'm going to be producing more of these webinars with more detailed information on each topic. I can put you in touch with the right people to help you prepare your property for sale. I can come to your house for a free one-on-one consultation. So call me on 0410 484 376 or email me gail@century21southcoast.com.au. I look forward to hearing from you soon and helping you sell your property.